Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 1000 Gurus, where we share the stories and insights from people of all walks of life. I am your host, J.R. Yonocruz. Today, we welcome back my close friend Yerson Ochoa for his third appearance on the show. It's always nice to have him on back as one of our resident dance experts, but I also appreciate how willing he is to open up about his own journey, struggles, challenges, etc., as well as the lessons he's learned along the way and any insights. We've actually had about 1 hour's worth of setup time as he was trying to figure out his laptop situation, but we were able to catch up a little bit beforehand, and it worked out in the end anyways. We also thought going in we would only have 30 minutes to record as he had something else scheduled afterwards, but I think during the recording his schedule shifted, so we went to almost the full hour, which was a nice unexpected treat. We catch up mostly about what he's been up to over the past year, how things have both changed in terms of teaching, but also how they've mainly stayed the same. We also talk about friendships, the nature of them, and how he's been shifting his perspective on maintaining those relationships. We also chat about closing different chapters in our lives, freestyle dance versus choreography, session environments, dance titles and labels, ego in dancing, and intentionally building a community. It was quite an enjoyable conversation, and it reminded us that he and I are overdue for an in-person catch-up or dinner or something. As soon as we figure out how to match up our widely different schedules, Yerson's usually available more in the early morning and early afternoon during the week, and I am the opposite. I am after hours, and he's usually not free on the weekends. But we'll figure it out. He also said he's interested in doing one of the reverse interviews since I've been looking for someone to do that, but we shall see. So anyways, without further ado, please enjoy this episode with Yerson Ochoa. Somehow I knew it would be like this. It's always more fun. All right, so we started. Yeah. Let me do my intro. Welcome to 1000 Gurus. Welcome back, Yerson Ochoa, for your third episode. Yeah, we had about an hour's worth of technical setup, but it's all good. We'll speed run this. And we'll see. We'll kind of freestyle this like we just mentioned. So yeah, thanks for jumping on, man. How have you been?
It's been crazy since the last year we talked. Is a lot, but goods and bads. So I'm kind of happy to share a little bit. Thank you for inviting me, though.
Yeah, of course, man. I always like having you on. Plus, we've been trying to hang out, so it's always a good excuse to just connect and chat and stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I miss you because I don't have too much male friends anymore.
Yeah.
I miss the environment, the safe environment.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think we talked about this too, right? It's I'm trying to hang out with more of my guy friends as well, because it's a different. Well, I was talking just with Herbie, because it's like a safe. It feels like a safe space when you get to just hang out with guy friends and not have to worry about so much what you say. Not that we're saying anything weird, but more just you just feel more comfortable, It's like hanging out with your family when you're okay, they're not judging me and I can say something and they'll understand me, rather than strangers will take it out of context, right?
yeah. At the same time, it's a different way to grow. Old men has specific responsibilities that as a man we have to figure it out. Our parents put expectations on us, and it's something that we just can relate between men.
Yeah, it's relatable,
as women
right?
too. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, I get that too. Just to recap for the audience, so Yerson's been on for this is his third time. First episode number 4, we recorded it in August 2024. Second episode was episode 38 in May of 2025, so it's been 14-ish months since the last one. So I am curious. Well, I know your life updates, but what, in a nutshell, what's your life been like for the last 14 months? Any changes?
Yes, I've been trying to be focused more on my own work. So I stopped. What's the name? How can I say this? I don't want to say connection with people, but I stopped saying yes. I stopped saying yes to a lot of stuff. And yeah, just concentrate on training, concentrate on my students. And it's doing better. But at the beginning it was hard. It was hard to say, I'm sorry, I'm busy and I don't want to do this. So that transition was basically half of a year. And to be cleaning my schedule to have more time for myself. I'm saying for myself because I'm just working, but
right.
I guess it's for myself.
What kind of opportunities have you been saying no to? That you normally would say yes to?
No, usually are covers, usually are
Like dance
hangouts with
projects?
friends. Yeah, dance projects. Or also sessions. I had to
Mm,
drive all the way to LA or stuff like that. But I do want to, but I know clearly like it's gonna affect my job if I go,
right,
because the traffic and all that situation.
right.
It happens to me before, and I don't want to lose my job. You know.
Of course. That makes sense. I feel like I'm doing the opposite now, not with socializing with friends, but more of going to sessions. Because now I'm looking for sessions and trying to go out clubbing every weekend to dance, just because I want to like start dancing the way I want to now. But that's cool, man. I know you've been teaching in the different studios. Has it changed a lot in the last year?
I'm glad I didn't, because it's been the same people that I've been taking my class for a while. So I
Oh,
got
like
the
students wise.
yeah, I got the bless. The It's always the people who take my class get to come back, and I really appreciate that because that helped me to create my own self environment. So it's like not like a club, but they know each other already. Or hey, I'm going to this class in this place. You want to come and stuff like that. So yeah, but I have a new job, a new type of studio. This is a conservatory, so they pay for a year to train, kind
Mm,
of like a school. So
mm,
that completely was a big episode of my life this year because it changed even my way to teach and my way to see students. It's more like strict, I would say,
mm.
and I kind of miss it though.
So the conservatory, if I'm getting this correct, instead of your typical studio classes where people can sign up and drop in, the conservatory is like focused for a year. You have the same students, and it's like a curriculum more strict or something.
Yeah, they come with the idea of like train for big opportunities or for like industry or even for just ballet or all this stuff, conventions and things like that. So they have like been dancing since they are 6 years old to 18. Once they get to 18, they graduate and they have to start looking for other kind of classes. So it gave me the opportunity to work with young people, but at the same time, you know, like when we're young, we don't get to get too mature to understand what we're doing. So that's of one challenge. Second one is like now I'm gonna make sure that they get to have improvement in the end of the year. So if they don't grow, I feel kind of responsible because it's my
Mm,
department, right? Hip hop. And when it's other classes, my main mentality is like have fun, enjoy yourself, meet yourself, and try to understand how it is being a beginner, even with doing a choreography that is for intermediate, right? So it changed a lot because like now in the other one, I'm like more focused on basics, routines, drills, and
mm,
exercise to like change the body response. What's the fuck? Answer.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay,
So it's definitely like a different teaching a lot.
yeah.
I
That makes
missed it
sense.
though.
Yeah, it's a different type. It's like where your other classes are, okay, we're gonna learn this, but have fun. This one's like, okay, you may or may not have fun, but we're trying to get better. And I have to mold you into a better dancer and track your progress and make sure you look good.
Yeah, it's gonna be boring, but
Yeah,
it's gonna make you better. Do it.
that's cool. Yeah,
Um,
that sounds like
yeah.
a interesting learning experience. Anything else that you learned along the way or new reflections as in other dance or that? And also I'm curious, like, how has your personal dance artistry, how has it changed, if at all, over the last year?
I don't think it changed per se. I think friends are start opening my eyes a little bit more than just stay teaching. Because my main thing is teaching, right? I love to share, I love to like educate people in whatever I've been educated before, right? But have I joined this program, Temp Collective, and it was 3 months of intensive programs, intensive practices, intensive foundations and stuff. I really appreciate all the support that I got in so many comments, friends, teachers, like him not force me, but push me, like, hey, try industry, try to do that. And I was always against to it. And I don't like it, to be honest. It's very boring sometimes. And the payment is not that good. But at the same time, and like, it's a little bit of cloud or like exposure for me to get more students. So I kind of see it that way now. And at the same time, it's my 30 year. I'm gonna get 30 this year. So I'm like, at least I want to finish all these like opportunities until I'm 35, I guess. And I can start trying to think about set it down to create a studio and stuff like that. So I think like I thought that I was done with industry. I thought that I don't wanted to do this anymore. But what I experienced there, I've been experienced for a long time, but I didn't notice it because I just go work by. But now that I think back, okay, I did this video with Carly. I did choreography for Italian artists. I did choreography, a whole show for reggaeton artists and last year. And I even didn't enjoy it because I was just, it's work. Does that make sense? I gotta do this because it's work. Yeah. So I didn't actually got too deep on what I was doing. I was just in automatic. So now I'm thinking like, bro, I've been doing this for a while. Why not actual try it? So now that changed a lot. From my mind, it changed a lot. I'll have to find a way to make time to do all this stuff. But my mentality has been changing because the environment that I am. So my friends pushing me to do that. Me saying yes to that it's like a roller coaster because do I want to? Do I not? I kind of like it. It's exciting. So yeah, but I love teaching, so I will never stop teaching though.
Okay, I like that. You mentioned friends, and I know that was one of the topics you wanted to talk about. Have you had any new reflections on how you see friends or your social circle?
Definitely what's the word in English? In Spanish, it calls efímero. That is very like, not casual, but I have to be okay with having friends for certain time of my life. I don't have to think about pulling a dance friend, getting a new friend is gonna be forever. And I have to be okay with it. And it's kind of sad, and I feel a little bit like senseless about it because I lost so many friends before. So I'm like, well, whatever. At the moment, I hate it, but now that I figured it out that it's gonna happen, I feel more like it is what it is. You know, I would appreciate the time with you, but if you have to go, I guess.
Yeah.
In different ways, like friends that we can have a confrontational situation or whatever like that, and we have to take different ways. Cool. But at the same time, it could be just the life. He has to move to other city. So you have to be okay with it. You cannot pull all the time and try to call them all the time. Like nothing is the same. Like different hours, different work, different schedule, different life, Or even, okay, I joined this program, so I get to meet new people. But I know that for more tries that we do, like we trying to connect again, let's go to do this, let's go to do that. Nobody's going to have the same schedule. It doesn't going to work. And yeah, it's okay. Just let it go. If you see it in a class, say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I have to chew it a little bit more because I'm still affecting me. Still, like, yeah, I miss this person. Like I wish I have time for this person, but I can't sacrifice myself because I just gonna hurt myself, or I need to think about my future too. I think I need to think about my job, so I cannot sacrifice those stuff. If it happens. Like I'm glad, like for you and I, we talk. We were in Koreas. We almost see every Sunday. Long time before the language barrier was a problem yet, but we see each other. But I didn't appreciate too much, and you didn't eat it. Remember? So I think when we separate, we talk separate ways. Even that we see once a 3 months, once a 6 months or a year, it feels like I have a safe space with you. And I didn't have to do anything. It was just like that. So I didn't have to push effort to like take care of this, take care of that when there's nothing to take care of. It's naturally friends. Does that make sense? I naturally appreciate you. Naturally we connect. Naturally we are friends. So I feel like when we force too much to like help this person, try to this relationship happen, you start changing too, and you becoming someone that you don't like, and then becomes to be too tiring. And now it's because social media is like, oh, whoever who has more friends is more successful. It's like, no, no, it's tiring, it's exhausting. It's like I don't want to satisfy everybody else. Like I need to satisfy myself too. I need to be happy with myself. And friends now for me means like, okay, I'm gonna give my best to you at the moment that we connect. Something happens, something you don't like about me, you decide to take a different way. It's okay with me. I don't want to hate you. Like I still like the person that you introduced to me, and you for me still being a friend. But if you have a different opinion or you have to move another place, I want to make sure that you know that I'm okay and you're always going to be my friend. So I think that's for me a friendship now, rather than if you don't see me this week, I don't gonna talk to you. If you don't do this thing, if you go with this person, I don't gonna be your friend no more. Like what? And I heard that a lot. The whole 2 years this year, I heard that a lot. Not just
Yeah.
directly to me, friends in common, right? Come to me, they tell me like their situation. I'm like, I know where this coming. I know where this gonna go, but I think you have to experience it. Like, if you think that that's a friend, go for it. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I like that. There's a few things that I like that you said, which is, I guess, a recap for me. So one is kind of like the temporariness of friends sometimes. Sometimes they're in your life and sometimes they leave, and sometimes we have to accept that, okay, that was great, but we have to go our separate ways for whatever reason, right? That's something that I've been thinking about a lot recently too. I think we've talked about this. And then like the second thing was you mentioned like high maintenance versus low maintenance. Like I guess for us example, I feel like we're very low maintenance friends. Like we don't need to be in each other's lives, but when we meet each other, we can just pick it up and it's easy and we don't expect each other to I don't expect you to do stuff for me and vice versa. So it's low maintenance. And then also the forcing a friendship versus letting it be organic. That was the third thing that I liked what you said because I've also thinking about the same. They're all related, but they're different concepts because sometimes I've been in situations where I wanted to force a friendship, meaning like, okay, we have a friendship and I want to build it and grow it. But if only one person is watering the plant and then I'm forcing it to grow, whereas the other person's not helping to garden, then it feels like an uphill battle. But instead,
Yes.
we can let some friendships like naturally, organically grow, and then some that maybe they might die or wither, and that's totally fine. But I think it's hard for some people to accept like not losing a friend, but letting a relationship, letting it seem like it's dying, when in reality, we're just letting it be and then seeing if it comes back, you know?
It's scary. It's scary when you see your friend is going somewhere else or like he's having a new hobby, and I know we get to be comfortable in the place that we are at that moment, even if it's good or bad. That's another thing that I wanted to talk. But we have to accept that the time keeps going and nothing is gonna be as was today tomorrow. So better just enjoy it, and yeah, don't put it too much expectations on tomorrow too, because it's gonna just ruin your day. And tomorrow it could be bad and good. And honestly, like after having so many nightmares about like my tomorrow, because I'm like, I don't want to see this person. I have this work. I don't want to work with that person, or I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that, but I have to do that. I have to work every day. I have to train my body. I feel so tired. I have to wake up. All the stuff. Yeah, I'm already ruining my day for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was talking with my friend about this. Like, I don't want to like be like, oh, this is what a male does, and this is what a female does. But I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
me as a man, the part that most I like to being a man is like, I can just play stupid. Example, like I start overthinking a lot and blah, blah. Like I have this. And I'm like, tune it up. No, I'm stupid. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
And just like, I just gonna, I don't know, think about monkey with
Yeah.
a thing. And I don't know. Like, I
But you're
just,
saying that's a man thing?
I feel so because
Okay.
men, there is my friends, for example, they
Sure.
don't give a fuck. They just jump, they just jump to the to the bridge. They don't think too much about gonna hurt or not. I see a rope grabbing my legs. I think I will survive. Fuck. Okay, let's just jump. But I feel like a female gets to overthink more and plan more things. Like, of course, not everybody, but they get to be like, what if this happened? What if those happen? What if this? And I do have part of myself too, but I feel like every time that I follow that part of myself, I'm stopping myself so much that the train already go.
Yeah.
The train already passed.
Yeah.
So
I think that's true. I feel like it's also, I mean, I agree. And in my experience, I don't think that's necessarily gender specific because I know guys, like dumb guys, of course, will be like, turn my brain off. But I know there are dumb girls out there who just don't think. And for
Dumb
me, as a thinker, I'm like, why did you not think this through? And it's guys and girls. So I'm like, I think it's just a people thing.
you need to leave, brother. It's because you need to leave. That's part of living. You cannot have a super not normal life. Okay, this sounds bad coming from me, but
yeah.
but I really believe so. Like all these traumas, as one of my best friends says too, like trauma make you funny. So traumas is gonna
best jokes.
Yeah, ever. So I appreciate all my traumas too, and I've been trying to close all these chapters of my life too, like close it one by one, getting a little bit more braveness and be like, okay, hey, hi, I know we never close out this, but I wanna do it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna let us move on. And it actually helps. It's so hella scary though. It's so hella scary, but I really think it's necessary. I don't know.
I was gonna ask because that was our next thing, but like, I think we both inherently know that closing chapters is a good thing, but maybe I'm asking for people listening who might be like, well, maybe I don't need to close this. Maybe I can just let it go and not close it. What are your thoughts on that for people who think that's not necessary?
I mean, I feel like you don't need to close it if you don't think about it. You know, like there is something that happens that you already closed. Because I think closing doesn't mean like, okay, we get and then agree, think and buy. I think it's more like if something really, really strong happen, close it. But at the same time, we tell them, you know, like this, I don't want that. I really don't want to be your friend. Bye. So it happens to me before. A friend was like, I really don't think I can be your friend, and let it go. And yeah, that helped me a lot. I think that was the first experience that I had that I was like, okay, I feel bad, but I feel release because I don't have someone that I have to take care about in my brain. So it's kind of like I have more space for other people. And
does it matter if you close it or if they close it, or what if they close it and then now you're like, oh, well, I can't do anything about this now? Does it matter? Or
I think it's a different flavor, a different bitter. Because it hurt me when that person told me that. It hurt me a lot. But at the same time, it was really painful for me to say words that I know is gonna hurt the other person, but I know that is what it has to be done, you know? And so it's different pain, but or it hurts, let it go. But I always compare this with the rope image when they like the rope is all the way in your arms, so it's pulling you, and when you let it go, you see the marks over there. And sometimes when you're doing those stuff, because you know when you're a kid, I used to play with that thing, and we pulling, and you don't feel the pain. You don't feel the pain. Once that you let it go, the pain start getting there. All the blood get there, and you feel the pain, and it's kind of itchy, it's kind of tickles and everything, but then heal. So it's hard to let it go. I really know it's really hard to let it go. But yeah, I think it needs to be done. It needs to be done.
Yeah.
Both sides.
That makes sense. I like that. So you also mentioned creating safe environments rather than looking for it, like in your circle of friends. What did you mean by that?
I want to take it for personal experience. Before, nice. Now I have until 4. Sorry. Because before I did this for a person that I loved. This person wasn't having a really good environment of friends. So I was like, my person needs new friends and someone who can take care of that circle and keep it in control. That way they still being organic and real. But when things went wrong and I had to leave that place, I was like, I did so much for that person. Why I never did that to myself? And as you knew, I lost a lot of friends 3 years ago, and a lot of people like plugged me out of their lives, and it hurt me a lot. And I was like, what can I do now? Like I'm alone. Where should I go? And I was like, literally like, what's the name when you're on the floor and you're like trying to like walk with
Like
just arms?
like crawling?
I guess. I don't know English. But yeah, I
Okay.
like getting there to different circles and be like,
Yeah.
where can I belong? Where can I feel safe?
Yeah.
That's exhausting and that's embarrassing too. It felt embarrassing. It felt shame. I don't know. Well, in the
Sure.
end, I was like, if I could do that for my person, why I didn't do it to myself? So I start like first working, see where I'm going, watch what I'm doing every day, watch what kind of likes I like, what kind of things I do like for myself. Like for me, like playing games or rhythmical games. Go to round one and just play the DDR, stuff like that. Things that remind me to be constant movement, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe I just gonna join some training. Maybe I just gonna keep doing this stuff and ask for a friend if they don't want to, they want to. And if they don't want to, it's fine. But if they want to, at least I have a new connection. And bit by bit, I get to see this kind of person and I start pulling that to myself. Pulling like, hey, I have this. Okay. I have fun with this person. Okay, let's do it again. Oh, boom. Another person. Oh, I have this friend who also like this. Boom, another. Oh, let things happen too. Like I was working so hard. I was jumping to different studios. I joined this program and I get to meet people who like the same things as me. So I'm like, okay, nice. We are the same friends, like friends group now. So from 10 people, maybe two stay with you all the time because they want to still like doing this stuff. So I create a small circle, and now with my students and different studios, I was doing the same thing. Okay, now I'm gonna bring this to my job, and I start to bring in those kids together to dance and to do projects and to have fun. But now I'm the leader of my friend team, so I can plan how things can how to avoid things escalate in a wrong situation and try to deal with it. But at the same time, I know that they're gonna give me support back.
Mm.
They will support my thoughts because they know me. They came to me before. And I accept that. So now I create a small circle and I'm happy on it. I feel safe. I feel having fun. I feel like I belong there. But it took me a while to realize like I didn't need to go to a specific circle. They have their own party. They have their own way to go. They have their own way to talk. My situation, I created for myself. So my people talk how I talk. My people dance how I dance. And my people respect each other how I respect them. So it's fun. And I think it feels more safe. But I know, as coming back before, like one day it might end. And I should be okay with it.
Mm. I like that. So it's curating your own circle rather than always necessarily trying to, yeah, look for it or join another circle, or because you can now not control it, but you're more, I guess, like you said, safer because it's people that you chose to be around you and that you trust.
Yeah. No, I know that you're trying to go more parties and stuff, but you're still keeping your circles super close.
Yeah, no, I prefer to just not talk to anyone. I just do everything one player. It's easier. I don't have to schedule with anybody. I don't have to figure out stuff. I don't have to worry about stuff. I'm like, oh, it's so easy, one player game. You just go and do stuff.
Oh, that's me when I'm playing video games. But there's sometimes,
Yeah.
for example, when I'm playing Guitar Hero, I want somebody who play the drums while I'm playing the guitar,
Yep.
if it
No,
does make
that's true.
sense.
Yeah. No, but I am doing stuff to meet new circle of friends, like in different groups. So there's like this dance session that happens every Tuesday, and they're like shuffling and house. And so I go there meeting people, and it's been a lot of fun. And then like I've joined a couple of run clubs just to meet people just running.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then I'll probably join a bowling league soon. So just like other, groups of people with specific activities. And I'm hopeful that I'll find people just to do those things with and then make friends probably.
Yeah, I think that's a natural way to meet people, doing things that you like to do, and yeah, suddenly somebody's gonna next appear next to you, like, and you see
Yeah.
him 3 times, 4 times, like, oh, you like to play here too. Okay, let's do this
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
cute.
I mean, I still
Organic.
have, yeah, organic. Organic based on specific activities is what I'm leaning towards. Cause I mean, I have friends here and there that like, I could connect with them and we can talk, like either I bring them on the podcast or we hang out one on one or small groups. But like, I feel like there's a lot, I don't want to say baggage, but different groups and different circles had different contexts and histories. And sometimes the more people there are, the more friction and complication there is. But with the new group of friends, I'm just showing up for this one time, once a week event and just see people have fun and then just leave, like just leave it there rather than having all this context. That's what I'm trying to do is meet those people.
I
Yeah.
I guess like that's a definition of having a hobby, because
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
take it so personal, their hobbies, and they take it then as a career, and like, oh, you can no make me look bad, you can no do that, you can no that. Yeah, I thought we were having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
even
That's the other
even
thing too.
now, sorry, when I was like filming
Yeah.
TikToks, reels, and some kind of friends, they're like, "Can we do it again? I did so bad." I have fun, bro. And then the one that
Yeah.
you wanna post, I'm literally stressed. I'm like, I don't wanna do this anymore. We were repeating the
No.
same combo for like 7 times. Just post the
Yeah.
one where we laughing. Post the one that we like mistaking, falling, and laughing about something. I think that's the more fun part.
No, I agree. But that's the tough thing about TikTok trends, dances, cover dancers is they always want to look perfect. And I'm like, ugh, no one cares. It's not a big deal. Like maybe this video does well or maybe it doesn't do well. No one sees it. But either way, your life is going to be the same. Like, why don't we just have fun? But it's hard to tell people that. So I get it. But yeah, those are just perfectionist dancers. But I also like, I guess this is a random tangent, but as I'm doing these new things for myself, it's nice to be a beginner and there's like no stakes, no expectations. And if I happen to be good at it, it's because I'm practicing. But if I suck at it, I'm like, I'm just a beginner, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Like
Ah, shut up.
I go to these events, like maybe just learning shuffling, right? Like I'm like, they'll be like, "Oh, have you shuffled before?" I'm like, "No, not really." And then I do something like, "Oh, looks pretty good." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, but I'm just learning, like I'm
Yeah,
just
I've been
just new
dancing for so many
combos."
years. I can do backflips
Yeah,
and stuff. Like
no,
shuffle is so
okay,
hard.
okay. So like, here's a story. So like, I was doing some shuffle combinations, and I'm just practicing, and they're like, "Oh, like you're getting pretty good," but I'm brain farting because I'm like, "Oh, I don't know I have to really drill it," and I'm drilling it for 30 minutes, just one combo. And then I'll freestyle and they're like, oh my God, like you're pretty good. I'm like, I mean, I'm okay. Like I'm just learning. But then I'll meet some people who are dancing and they'll be like, oh yeah, I invented this thing and I'm so cool. And in my brain, I'm like meeting them and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Oh my God, you're good, right? And in my head, I'm like, if you have to tell me how good you are, I don't think you're that good.
Right?
So
Right?
that's why
I think you're
I
telling
don't tell
yourself
anyone
that.
my background. I'm just like, okay, I'm practicing for like the whole session. And then the last 20 minutes, I'm actually dancing and I'm having fun. And then they can see like, oh, they can judge, oh, I think he's good or whatever, right? But I'm not going to tell you I'm good. But then some people I meet, they're like, oh yeah, I'm so good. And they dance. I'm like, okay, you're fine. But like, if you have to tell me, I feel like now you look worse.
Okay. I have two opinions about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's because in my place, it happened before I started joining this place, right? And there is always like a one or two people who they're trying hard to be good. And I get there and I've been good in 30 minutes practice, right?
Yeah. Cause you're
And
natural.
natural, right? And
Yeah.
I feel bad when they feel bad about themselves, And so I had to explain, no, I've been dancing for a while, so I have some experience. But I never did this before, but it's fun because I don't want to make them feel like they've been doing this for 10 years and
Yeah,
random guy, 3 seconds, like 3 hours, and
yeah,
they're already like doing
yeah,
backflips.
yeah, yeah. Because you're like you want to be transparent. You're like, I'm not starting from zero. I do have
Yeah,
some experience. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Actually, pointing that thing, I got a friend. She's a good dancer, but she puts so much pressure on herself. She has so much willing to be the number one all the time. So when somebody is really close to her, or somebody tell her like, "Oh, you did bad this, or you did this, or you're not doing enough," stuff like that, they collapse. They literally collapse. Like at the beginning, she was so good. She was having fun. She was enjoying the environment. And in the end, when she had some like feedbacks, she had to start overthinking. She's like, I've been dancing for so many times, and like, oh my God. And it happens to my other students too. Like, okay, do you have any experience dancing? And they're like, oh yeah, I've been dancing for like 9 years, 10 years. And since I was a kid, and this. Like when I see them dancing, now they put the bar so high.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I see it and like,
Yeah.
this is a new style. Of course you're gonna be bad. I don't care, but you care. I can see in your face that you like triple, four times thinking like, oh my God. And it made me feel bad
Mm,
because now these two people, especially these two people, cannot dance next to me because when they dance next to me, they feel judged.
mm-hmm.
And I guess not because it's me. I think it's because they told me that they
Right.
are
They
good,
said it.
good, good.
They set themselves up, and then now they feel bad. Yeah,
Ugh.
that makes sense.
So that's why you have to explain I'm a retired dancer. Do you consider yourself retired dancer?
No, I think I never will retire because, well, however you define it. I define dancer as I hear music and my body moves. So that's never gonna stop until I die. So I will never retire. Like, of course, I don't think I will compete. I probably won't do covers, but I will never stop dancing. So I know it's different definition, but I more just think of it like, okay, I like being the beginner because I just want to enjoy dancing. Sure, I have context and background, but like I'm genuinely trying to learn these different footwork styles because I am a beginner. But if I throw in my own stuff, that's different. And I'm not lying to anyone. I'm not saying like, oh, I've never danced before. I'm like, no, I've never done shuffling. I'm learning some combinations. So it's interesting, but I also want to try to, in a new environment, keep the vibes and be positive and like I'm trying to come with no ego and no like, oh, look at me, I'm good. Because there are some people like that where they're like, okay, this person I see, they're clearly, they have a lot of ego and they want recognition. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, do what you want. I'm just gonna meet people and be supportive and then learn my own things and practice. Also, there's another type of person I've been meeting. There's like another type of beginner where they just started dancing, but they start talking about how they're going to practice at home. And I'm there, we're at the session practicing, and I'm like, how about you just practice now? Like I'll go up to them and be like, hey, what are you
All
working on? That's just
right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm working on something. And I talk with some of the people I met and I'm like, what are you working on? Can you show me? Oh, that's cool. Let me try it out. And then they're like, hey, what are you working on? And I show them and they try it out and they practice, right? And I'll meet
It's
some new
cool.
people who are like, oh yeah, I just started dancing. And, I'm like, so what are you working on? He's like, oh, just, Running Man or something, right? And I'm like, oh, are you practicing? He's like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go home this weekend and practice. I'm like, why don't you just practice now? We're practicing. And he's like, okay, yeah, I guess I should. And I come back like 30 minutes later and he's still just standing there or talking to other people. And I'm like, okay, maybe you just want to socialize. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
But,
different.
but you're talking about practicing. So why don't you just practice? So in that case, I'm
They-
like, I just go up to him and be like, so what are you working on? Like, can you show me? I wanna learn. And then just encourage him to dance. So then now I can dance too. And, no judgment or anything.
Yeah, but at the moment that they said I've been working on this, they already is like, okay, if I show him, I cannot fuck it up.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's, yeah, no, I agree. But like, I also try to be like, I'm trying to show them that I don't care how good you are. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, oh, what are you working on? Because everyone's working on something or they're vibing over there. And so no matter if it's bad or good, I'm like also struggling with my combination because I've never done it before. And so at least I can show them like, oh, look, I'm so good. And then, oh, are you gonna feel bad now because I'm a good dancer? More just like a little bit of, I guess, accountability. Or I'm like, hey, why are you here? Like just practice, socialize, whatever. But like, you can't tell me you're gonna practice next week when everyone here is practicing and you're just standing here. Like, um,
Yeah, and that's kind of
I don't know.
sad because like I wish we have the or ego outside that room when
Yeah.
you are in a
Hey,
session or when you're in a
yeah,
practice room. Because like I'm expecting from everybody just no titles, just freestyle and let ourselves go. But when I perceive somebody already thinking and like, oh my God, this person is good, I have to do better. Or someone is like, should I go? Should I not go? I'm scared. Like, and all these kind of thoughts that it always comes because our ego, it take me out of the zone. So
uh-huh.
I don't do sessions anymore because that. There is
Of course,
someone,
yeah.
there is always someone who is just like socializing, cool. There is always somebody who's trying to show off. And there is always someone who's like, Mister is just watching everybody. And I'm like, okay, you want to dance? I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
makes sense. Yeah, I like this specific group that I've been going to meet up with for a little bit because everyone's really nice and chill. There's a lot of beginners, more veterans, and they're really welcoming. Like, oh, they're just having fun, like goofing around, and then a song will go on, and people go off, and it's like super fun. So it's very beginner friendly, which I like. I'm just mentioning like the couple of instances where I'm like, okay, there's maybe one person who I'm like, I'm just meeting people and like you're already telling me how good you are. And I'm like, okay, like it's not my first dance community. Like chill out, man. But
Okay,
everyone else is
bottle.
nice.
It
Yeah.
happens. It happens. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that they wrong or they're right because dancing
Yeah.
there's not a wrong right thing.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like there is some mentality that we can't give to new people because it's a new environment. So these new people will give that same mentality to other new people. So that's the only part that I'm scared about. Like, so
That's true.
honestly, like if I'm their friend, I'll be like, okay, brother, relax. It's fine. If you do it wrong or bad, let's figure it out together. Like at the end of the day, one step is not meant to be the same way all the time. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to play with it, destroy it, create it, destroy it again, mm, change it, and create something. So I think that's why it's so important, the fact that people are to understand what is create. Does that make
Mm,
sense? And not just
yeah.
like copy and paste. Oh, I got this step. It's exactly like this video. And you see, I was about to say a comment, a racist comment. But it's, but there is I don't know, a random person doing hip hop, but clearly
Sure.
they just do ballet. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Right.
That's
Sure.
a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah. 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 No, I get that. I was
No.
talking to another dancer on like a couple episodes ago about the whole dancing thing. Like, sure, we can go back to K-pop covers because you and I both have done that. And then like freestyle. And then as I'm going back into freestyle, it's so obvious when you tell a cover dancer, hey, just do it wrong. And they're like, their brain explodes because like, how do I do that wrong? Like, I only know how to get an A plus in choreography. But in freestyle, it's the opposite where it's like, I taught you how to do something. Now do it differently and it's okay. You can still get 100% or there's no grades. You just have fun. And so like sometimes when I take, actually every single time I take a workshop in the last 10 years, I will find a place to do the choreography wrong on purpose, but I do it intentionally. Like I hit the move still, or no, I hit the musicality and I make sure the technique is clean, but I do the wrong move. And it throws everyone off because they're all choreo cover dancers and they're like, wait, what did you just do? And I'm like, who cares? I'm not getting paid for this. It's not a performance. I'm just doing a
True.
workshop. And so
Yeah.
it's so funny to see their reaction versus a freestyler when I talk to my old friend from high school who like is a really good locker. And I'm like, man, talking to you reminds me of when I started learning freestyle back in high school and you can do something and then they tell you to do it differently and that's totally fine. And I'm like, dang, I totally forgot about that until I'm talking to
Yeah.
you again. So I love that.
Yeah. I had one friend like that in Peru. Everybody's on classes, everybody's learning how to do house. And I was like, and I see him in the other room, the other studio right next door. So I see him and he's in his corner with his AirPods and he's creating a random move. Like, oh, I never thought about this shit. And I got to him. I was kind of scared because you see a guy like, with this and practicing. And then I go, he calls Pedro too. Aga Pedro. And Peter. So yeah, so I go, oh, Pedro, brother, what you were doing right now? Like, actually, I'm trying to figure out what I was doing. So, like, I'll teach you something. So I was following, and we create because he was just making on the spot. So I was there just to like be with him because he in the end he created, and until nowadays I can't forget the step. I never saw it in any house class, never. But I can't forget that step. I still doing it. It's been like nine years.
Oh, it's like a completely new step.
Completely a weird step, yeah.
Oh,
and it was fun.
Cool.
It was really fun. It was really fun. The sensation, like you are doing something from nowhere. You know that you don't have you have the foundation and everything, but you know that you're just playing around.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to look cool because we were not looking to the mirror. We were looking to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, no, I like that. Same as I'm trying to learn foundation and technique for the footwork that I'm doing. I'm also going back and forth between just playing and having fun and messing around. But yeah, that's a good thing to keep. I want to keep that in mind for the next session.
Yeah, mirrors definitely affect us a lot. Mirrors and cameras affect us a lot. Yeah. But yeah.
That's true. There are no mirrors there. We're like outside, so we only have some shadow. And sometimes I want to record some of the combos I'm working on just for reference, but sometimes I'm like, let me just stay in the moment and just keep practicing and just like feeling the music. I can always record later, I guess.
But later comes. It does happen the same thing in my conservatory. Those are my kids. Some of my kids got to be really like, am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? Am I good? Am I not? And just to touch back about the thing that you were saying, beginners, right? You are a beginner. As I said a long time ago, it's like, we come back to the videos. I think in the first interview or podcast, and beginner, intermediate, and advanced is a title for the steps, for the choreography, not us as a dancers. I don't feel like a dancer has a title. There's not like a university. I mean, there's stories and stuff like that. There's like, you can go learn. You learn. You not go there to get a tag. Does that make sense? Like, oh, I'm beginner dancer. Does that make sense? You don't get that. You are just a dancer. And as you are coming back to beginner because it feels comfortable, it's just because beginner is a moment when you actually feel, and then you can worry about
mindset.
Yeah. It's like a mindset that you have to have and now take it for intermediate and advanced choreographies when you don't have time to think about this, right? So it's something that everybody has to come back. So I don't think, as I said, you are a beginner or the other persons are a beginner or you're more advanced because you have more experience than them. But I really feel like if we take off these tags about dance, about like I am this, I am that, you're just dancing, bro. It will be easier to don't have to have the standard. There's a lot of students asking me like, am I beginner? Am I intermediate? Should I go to advanced? Should I go to that? And I'm like, you like the choreo, you like the song, just do it. But I'm gonna do so bad. Who cares? And I never took this class before. More reasons to go.
I see what you mean. I like that a lot because in your environments when students are so caught up with their ranking, you know, like, oh, you're only beginner level or intermediate or advanced. And you're like, dude, who cares? Like, sure, it'll probably be harder if you're not used to the vocabulary or the movements, but you're still a dancer. It doesn't matter what your tag or your title is or whatever, because that doesn't really matter. So I like that. It's like more of a mindset too.
Yeah, it's really important because you don't get to connect anymore with the art itself. You're just connecting with the title. You're just keeping a filter. You're keeping I have to do that. But it's hard because I also have that situation, you know, when I'm dancing and I'm teaching, I'm the teacher. So when I'm actually showing what I wanted to do, I'm not thinking I'm a teacher. I just like give it the information. And most of my friends told me to like, I should record you when you're doing that, because this is when you look really, really into it and really connected with the song. But when you do solo, you do look completely different. It's because when I'm dancing solo, I have the standards too. There is a camera in front of my face, and I had to post it on my social media, and people is looking at me, and blah, 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 blah. So no more solos for me. I need my friends next to me to remind me that this is fun, bro. Like, yeah, let's make mistakes, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
But still, I know it's hard, but I think it's a thing that we should start putting the seats on, you know, like no more tags for the dancers and more tags just for the choreographies over the steps. And beat by beat, try to like learn whatever. Because you can learn a windmill. That doesn't make you an intermediate dancer.
Yeah. It's just
It's
a
an
step,
intermediate
right?
step.
It's just a move. Yeah.
Yeah. The foot.
I like that. Very insightful. Very, very philosophical. Okay, Yerson, we're getting close to time. Anything else you want to touch on? I know we're a little bit over than we thought. That was a lot of good stuff, though.
I think. How are you, JR?
It's too late now, man. We're no more time. It's too late. You're
Shut
gonna have to
up.
get that
It's not too
offline.
late.
You had 50 minutes to ask me how I am. Now
We
I'm
had
not gonna
10
tell
minutes
you.
more. And we're wasting one already.
You never hang out with me, so now I'm a high maintenance friend. So now I'm not gonna talk to you ever again.
That actually hurt. You just opened a trauma wound right now.
Good.
No.
That's what friends do. They poke trauma for fun.
Oh no, actually they do that.
Yeah, I know exactly because we
No.
show them it's not that bad. Well, at least with
It's
us.
not that bad. Yeah, just laugh.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. We'll catch up. We'll catch up another time off camera since we still have to figure that out anyways.
We should do a podcast with you. I'm gonna be the interviewer.
I'm looking for someone to do that. So far,
I
it's
will do
hard to
that.
find someone. If you want to,
I can give
We'll
you
do
that
all in-
questions.
all in Spanish, and then I'll just be like,
Brother,
"Sí, azul."
brother. Agua. Dos
Claro,
más.
agua. Yes, sí.
Para llevar.
Biblioteca y burrito.
Sorry.
I'm just, it's not racist. That's just all I know, okay?
Ah!
I'm not saying that's all Spanish
Latinos
is.
are
I'm
not
just
just
saying,
Mexican, bro.
I didn't say Mexican. I'm just saying the stuff I know. But, yes, we'll catch up. We'll have Latino food wherever we might find some.
You
And
can
maybe
say
another
so many
podcast.
words, so whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now that your computer works, we can always do another one.
Yes, finally. Now I know how to do this, but it's okay. I have to move, so
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's just wrap this one up so we can call it off. I don't want you to make you late. Wait, gratitude. What are you grateful for, man?
I'm grateful for the patience that I have. I noticed it that I've been working since before, like since I've been here in my patience to don't crash out. And after all what I've been through, I think I did a very good job. And I let things happen. And happily, patience paid it well. And I get to do the things that I want.
I like that.
And I'm grateful for having opportunities based who I am, for how I do the stuff, and also for being known because I'm really, how do you say, care to people. Like when you care a lot to people.
You care a lot.
I care a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of compliments like that way, and I'm like, I'm happy because I'm trying to take care of myself too. So if I can take care of someone else, probably I can do that to myself too.
I like that. Nice, man. Thank you for that. Where can people find you? Just your Instagram? I'll link it, but if they want to see what you're up to, just check out your Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I don't have TikTok. I do have TikTok, but I don't use it. And
Yeah.
YouTube, I don't have. I'm not an influencer.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll link it anyway. So if you're curious to check out his TikTok he doesn't use, I'll link that as well. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you. I'll sign off now. Thank you, Yerson, for sharing all of your wisdom and insights and trauma and etc. I'm just kidding, but it's always nice to catch up to you. We will catch
All
up
right.
off camera and then we'll have another interview. If you want to really do the reverse interview, that'll be fun too, I guess.
Yeah,
Cool.
fun.
All right.
Me
Thanks,
and bless you.
man. Yeah, sure. All right, let me sign off before I stop this recording. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, leave us love in the comments, leave Yerson love in his comments as well. A reminder to always be kind to other people, especially yourself. And remember that you can always learn something from someone if you take the time to listen. So thank you guys for being here.